Okay, so black women. Now, I dug in the crates, right? So I had to find this video because I wanted to show you guys how patriarchy is all around us at all times, trying to make us believe in the nuclear family structure, right? Or whatever they call that. And trying to convince women that women are supposed to be sacrificial to the benefit of society, to capitalism, making white people rich, right? We're supposed to sacrifice ourselves, our bodies, and just continue to have these endless amount of people born into this world so that they could be used in this capitalism machine to make America continue to be what it is, a place full of disparity, inequality, and injustice, right? And I went and found this particular clip because I wanted y'all to see how white women, they are always promoting and championing patriarchy, white supremacy, and the stratification in society that tries to keep specifically black women in poverty. Now, in this video you're going to watch after I speak, this woman is a professor, right? And she has a biracial daughter. So that speaks to a lot of stuff about her, right? Her hatred towards black women, her level of one-sided competition, her fetish with black males, etc., right? But when she speaks, I want you to pay very close attention to how when she's trying to convince you and insult your intelligence at the same time that you should be used by men and that you should, surrender up yourself, sacrifice yourself for everybody else to live a good life except for you, she strategically omits white men and makes it all about black community. She uses references like baby mamas, harems, and everything supposedly derogatory that comes from non-white culture, right? So listen carefully to what she's saying. So basically what she's saying is, we need you to continue to be the victims of domestic violence. We need you to continue to have children that are victims of sexual assault, right? We need you to continue to take the dregs of society that nobody else wants, right? And the dregs are all these black dudes online with lives and videos talking about wigs, weaves, lashes, black women being promiscuous, how much black women are undesirable, nobody wants us, bad attitude, the full gambit. Also the dregs are the guys that go online, and when they're online, they try to assert their dominance over women verbally by, will you let me speak? Can I finish what I was saying? I can't get a word in edgewise. That's all game. That's all gaslight, psychological manipulation game. And personally, I think all black women hosting lives or videos or interacting with them in any way, as soon as they start that shit, it's a script, right? To try to dehumanize black women and to cheat you out of your human value and to mire and sully your character. So when they start that shit, if it was me, because I don't know how to do lives, I think I have no access to lives on TikTok, I would block their ass immediately. That is just the way that they subtly continue to manipulate and brainwash other people to treat black women the same way, which is what this white woman is promoting in this video. Because I've noticed that all type of guys, all type of other race dudes come up and mimic the bullshit that black males do, because the black women are not checking these motherfuckers the way they're supposed to, straight out the gate. As soon as they start any disrespectful shit, the way they talk, the way they come up incorrectly, cursing at women, that's mad disrespect. And as soon as they start that, y'all talk about ops and etc., drop them motherfuckers immediately. Block them. Because what you have to understand about men in general, you teach them to change by having strict standards and not dealing with no bullshit with them. If they realize, oh, if I don't come correct, I have no chance at all, they're going to come correct. or they're going to fuck themselves or fuck each other, but they won't be dealing with women. You understand? So this video with this woman, everything that I've talked about, you're going to hear it in what she says. Because everything that we are subject to every day is simply unadulteratedly people thinking that we deserve everything that is worth nothing, and that we deserve the shit in this world that people want to give us, regardless of who they are. And they all feel like they are better than us or above us. Imagine that. Imagine you thinking you're actually above the first person of the entire universe. Like when people came into existence, it wasn't a white man or a white woman. It was a black woman. And you all come from us. So imagine you being cheeky enough, being arrogant enough to think you are above me. When the fucking universe literally tells you that you are not. Genetically, you are not. So anyway, when you listen to this woman speak, I want you to understand and remember everything I said, because this is the brainwashing they try to do to us on a regular basis. And it works from time to time, because this is why so many women had their lives violently taken from them on Father's Day just a couple of days ago. And the reason why so many black males killed themselves on Father's Day. Like, you had a couple of dudes jump off the bridge. You had other people do things to themselves in the home. It was crazy. And the reason this happens is because of false indoctrination of family structure, black people trying to assimilate into whiteness instead of acculturating into society with all your blackness, and black women being very, very strict about how people deal with you. If people don't show you respect and absolute unadulterated love, get the fuck from around them. The first time they talk to you crazy, or God forbid they ever raise their dirty fucking hand to you, don't ever deal with them again. And stop having children with people. Live your life first, black women. Live your life. It is not normal for little girls to come out of high school, marry somebody, and stay with some piece of shit the rest of their life. You're supposed to grow mentally, life experience-wise, and every other way. You're supposed to experience men, all types of men, depending on how you want to deal with them. Not just people thinking that you're supposed to be sexing everybody you come in contact with. Whatever you do is your business, but you're supposed to experience life. The other thing you have to stop doing as black women, and you'll also hear it in this white woman's video, is you have to stop letting other people define you and tell you who you are. And try to tell you what you can and cannot do. Like a lot of these black males do. When they're telling you how they prefer you or what they would like, do not concern yourself with that. And go out of your way to let them know, I did not ask you. And most importantly, I don't give a fuck. Because you are not the authority on me. You are not the universal parent that I have to worry about pleasing or do what you want. Because who are they? They need to worry about themselves and not worry about women. But the reason they do that, and I want y'all to understand this clearly, is they do it because they know you are attractive. They know you are very alluring to all men of this world, which is why people can't never stay out of our fucking business. And there's all those videos online when you're black, you're never alone. There's always a white person, because it's true. Anytime you do anything or you're anywhere, there's always somebody that is not black worrying about everything you're doing. It is so true. So y'all can miss me with all of that. Black women are not attractive. People are always worrying about us, what we doing, what we look like, what we wearing, what we got. Okay? So keep that in mind. Because what happens is when you worry about people telling you who and what you're supposed to be, you start believing it and you start complying. If they worried about who and what they were as black males, they'd be in a better position than they're in today. So stop listening to them tell you what they like about you. Do not give a fuck. Okay? Nobody cares what they like. Nobody cares for their opinion. They do it because they don't want you to be attractive and to be with other men in other races so that they no longer can take advantage of you, use you, be the fucking homosexual on the couch, take your job, take your car and ride around all day, womanizing and etc., using you, living in your house for free, living off of your Section 8, your food stamps, harassing your children, and creating just a traumatic environment. Leave them alone. That is the only reason why they worry about what black women do so much is because without black women they can't survive. So this is why they go hard with all of the stupid shit they do, worrying about wigs, weave, makeup, who you sleep with, how you look, what it is they prefer about you, because they need you to believe that you need to be jumping through hoops for them. Because they know that if all black women said tomorrow, we're done fucking with y'all completely, they would literally die out and fall into the worst state of homelessness, unemployment, everything you could think of, even mental illness. So they hold on and try to cling to you for dear life because you literally are their lifesaver, because they are empty inside and they are mentally fucking conquered. And the whole world knows it, which is why when this white woman speaks after I stop talking in this video, everything I'm telling you, you're going to hear her reiterate. But she's saying it in a way where she's basically saying, we know these fucking impoverished black dudes ain't shit. They're violent. They fuck up society. They do this. They do that. So we need you black women to be the crash dummies. That's what she's saying. So in knowing everything that's going on, black femicide, black women suffering from domestic violence, all the black women that just got killed on Father's Day, the young girls that are sexually molested and violated in your homes when you have these stepfathers, boyfriends, and all these other people in your house, no good. The way they steal our girls and our girls go missing. There are over 200,000, do y'all hear me? Over 200,000 black women and girls missing in America without explanation. Just poof, vanished into thin air, which is bullshit. We know somebody did something to them, okay? So when you hear this woman talk, remember everything I said to you and make sure you connect the dots to see how you black women are supposed to be the fall guy. So what you need to do is make sure you don't fall for any guy or any bullshit or any scheme or any obstacle or pitfall put in your way. Always rise above it higher than what is spoken about in Maya Angelou's poem, Ain't I a Woman? Okay? Go higher than all that. Make yourself untouchable to all these people, because honestly, they're not worth you. If they're taking your life like you mean nothing to them, you should really understand how much you need to stay far the fuck away from them. I mean, far away from them, okay? So now let's let this white woman speak and y'all see what I was talking about and see how that plays into what's happening in today's society. All right? How they've taken our jobs and they try to push us further into poverty, and they actually think we going. We ain't going.
The marriage market. What does Mother Nature do to them to help them find a mate? Raises their testosterone, makes them more hypersexual, makes them more aggressive, actually raises crime rates. Monogamy is good for humans because it's good for cultures and societies. The more monogamy you have, the lower the crime rate. Here's why. When you have one group of men at the top, whether you call it a harem or whether you just say it's an athlete with a lot of baby mamas, one group of men at the top who has more women, that leaves a group of men at the bottom, often in the lower classes, who are angry, they can't find mates, and so crime rates go up, and rape goes up, sexual assault goes up. Women, by not choosing to marry men without college degrees, are creating higher crime rates, accidentally. They are creating unstable, unsafe society. They are often losing the opportunity of the marriage market. What does Mother Nature do to them to help them find a mate? Raises their testosterone, makes them more hypersexual, makes them more aggressive, actually raises crime rates. Monogamy is good for humans because it's good for cultures and societies. The more monogamy you have, the lower the crime rate. Here's why. When you have one group of men at the top, whether you call it a harem or whether you just say it's an athlete with a lot of baby mamas, one group of men at the top who has more women, That leaves a group of men at the bottom, often in the lower classes, who are angry, they can't find mates, and so crime rates go up, and rape goes up, sexual assault goes up. Women, by not choosing to marry men without college degrees, are creating higher crime rates, accidentally. They are creating unstable, unsafe society. They are often losing the opportunity